Welcome back for another monster PulseChain update, baby dolls. How about that? The world's gone to poop. The world's gone to pooperoonies. Grab your spoon. We're gonna take on the world. Oil spiking. Fear spiking. Everything going up. Except our bags. Ain't that something? 5 long years. It's kind of funny speaking to family friends out here. What do you mean you've waited 5 years? Everything else is going up. And aren't you a Pokemon guy? Let's not talk about the Pokemon. I've got a big monster update coming your way, friends. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we do have the laces that go around the neck. Some say necklaces. Thank you to Mr. MVS Crypto. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. LibertySwap update. Richard Harder-Roonies. A lot of cover-roonies going on out here. We have Mr. Gadia Antoine. Sommi Mew. Moo to you, sir. Mr. MrBeast saying he's second. Well done, sir. You're first in my heart. Snezzles saying hello. Hello, Roonies. Mr. Parabolic Bull saying I needed to pick me up today. You know what? You know what? How about 20 of them? Okay. Moo, moo, moo for everyone. Also, sir, Mr. Alex asking for my playlist drop. My playlist, sir, I can send you all the songs actually in there, but I grab bits and pieces. I don't have a lot of the songs. Sometimes I'm out here in the wild and I'm like, oh, I gotta snip 6 seconds of that. Sometimes listening to songs, right? I've got a lot of stuff coming your way, friends. First, let's actually speak about a miracle that happened today, friends. Miracles do happen. Jim Cramer is the greatest of all time. Jim Cramer has top-ticked oil to the literal hour. Okay, literally the hour. Jim Cramer says, I don't see a path to de-escalation. Oil, literally on the hour, top-ticked and then dropped 31%. Man, that's wild for literally a world asset, a world commodity. Oil Roonies dropping out here. Did you ever think you would see something so magnificent, so wild? Remember, friends, we have oil. This is the big theme that's going on right now. We're going to be covering big PulseChain news. Oil, oil, oil. It's just like, God, every single correlation. Have you noticed the correlation's always a down one? And have you noticed how the correlation, it's always something that's not happening right now? Oh, well, what do we do? At least it did close the gap, friends. That's the most important part, okay? PulseChain, of course, the price is poop. You really need me to tell you that? This is PulseChain, PLS, the spear. Fake out, fake out, fake out. Ivan on Tech releases a book saying PulseChain is a scam. Friends, you got to know as well. Okay, a lot of people watch me. Okay, why they watch me is you got to remember, they hear what I'm saying, and then they'll move. See, you got this selective hearing. They'll move the coins aside, but they just listen to the juice. No one wants to be a bottom signal. No one. Okay, look at me, friends. 99% down couldn't kill us. Not just in PulseChain, in anything. We're down after 5.1 years, by the way. And it's about to get worse. I mean, like, hey, we might recover this year. And then you might be wasting the whole year. Now you're going to be in a 6-year rotation, 7-year. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, like, it's painful. But whatever. Can't do anything about it. Do you want to go buy the top of gold and silver with the other rest of the crypto plebs? Do you want to go buy the top of oil? Okay, just warning, warning, warning. If you are long energy stocks, warning. If you are long gold and or /silver, warning, warning. If you're long AI stocks, triple warning. Why? See, your assets, they're great. Your assets, beautiful. Everyone loves them. There's a problem. The problem is crypto traders are literally the worst timers in the world and exit liquidity for everybody else. And now they are long all of them. So just be careful. This is the PulseChain PLS price chart doing a slight swivel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red monthly candles in a row. That's why, friends, I do have a big heart for everyone. Friends, I don't blame you when people come out and they go, okay, we got scammed. Bro, but look when you're telling me. Look when you're telling me. Sommi, just admit we got scammed. Bro, hello? You're telling me after 5.1 years, now you're telling me we got scammed. Yeah, newsflash. You should have told me that 5 years ago. And it's not just PulseChain. This is the others to gold ratio, friends. So this is why I showed you this, friend. I'll show you the macro part first. This is very important. And let's actually be serious for a second. Let's peg our own nipples. Okay. By the way, newsflash, very sorry. Oil is a component of BandAids. It's used in the adhesive part. Okay, so I've been telling you, this is not Band-Aid advice, but I've been telling you to stock up on Band-Aids for a long time. Now, actually, I've got to be careful what I flash around here. It's just like, you know, if some people flash their Rolexes and stuff around their home, and they're basically inviting thieves. Well, I'm just going to show you the tip of one of the greatest assets you ever see. I'll just give you a quick flash. Just a quick flash out here. I don't want to show too many Band-Aids out here on camera. I don't know any Band-Aids. Don't come for me. Have you seen crypto lately? I'm worth about $7 doonies. Okay, so proof of nipple pegging as well. Oil versus gold ratio is most important. Sorry, others versus gold. Okay, this is others. Gold's real money. That's your base. Who cares about the US dollar doonies? This is others to gold ratio, down 85% after 5.1 years. It's a 5.1 year bear market. I'm trying to mark a bottom. Friendly reminder, friends, I asked Grok, okay, listen, it's a bear market. All the altcoin sectors are trash. We had a lost cycle, Grok. Tell me what to do, Grok. He gave me a list of like 8 to 9 things. And I decided, okay, I'm just going to follow all of them. Okay, I'm not going to have my own opinion because there's been a couple of times I actually said, you know what, robot? You're wrong. You're wrong. I know better than you. You don't even really exist. And guess what? I was wrong. The robot's always right, friends. Okay, the IQ of Grok, I think they're about 130 IQ now. They're adding about 10 points every 5 to 6 months. Very smart. So we're doing live streams now. It really said you got to do live streams. Okay, it also said you have to open X and YouTube memberships. It's early access. It's $1 doonie a week. We'll be doing weekly DCA stuff. It's free content, friends. Nothing's gatekept. Okay, I'm just following all the orders. Okay, you're the robot. You have all the sources. Just tell me what to do. The biggest one as well, friends, of all of them is BrainRot Land. I have now activated again from 2024 my TikTok and Instagram BrainRot accounts. It's not new content, okay? So it's funny, some of you had a panic attack. They go, Sommi, please, no, the lollipops, Sommi, don't take away the lollipops. The lollipops are coming for everybody. It's not different content, friends. We use AI. It clips my existing videos that you're already watching and then like makes the font really big and it just brain rots people out, you know? Because the average person, friends, in TikTok land, it's about just getting people into crypto. And by the way, not many people are going to subscribe now. It's just when they're used to hearing you and then crypto recovers at one point in the next 10 years, then they're like, oh, I know that guy. And what's he saying? And that's when I say, I told you it would go up. I told you. Why didn't you buy? It kills me to even talk like that. But you have to talk like that. That's how the XRP guys talk. They said, oh, XRP is now at $1. It's going to $10,000 doonies. That's what they say. Unfortunately, friends, there are 2.5 billion people brain rotting monthly on TikTok and Instagram. Okay, so I'm trying to mark a bottom here. It is very important contextually. So now that you've seen this, friends, it summarizes every PulseChain chart. Everything, okay? That's all the same stuff. You see? PulseChain PLS down 90% after 4.5, almost 5 years. Here's PulseX as well, doing a nice round the Roonies. But also, we thought this was around. We thought this was around. And then we thought this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Yeah, it's kicking the balls, my friends. Kicking the balls. Some say you're just bottomless. This is HEX, friends. HEX from PulseChain. From Trump Euphoria, Deck 2024, it dropped another 95%. Damn, man. That's why I'm telling you, friends. You're telling me now, oh my gosh, I've got something to tell you. We got scammed. Bro, it's been 5 years of going down. You tell me this now? We know this. Didn't really get scammed. It's just you're telling me, oh my gosh, things aren't going to plan. I didn't care about now, dude. I care about the next 5 years. Investors who want to win care about the next 5 years. Okay, tell me what's going to move up next, by the way. Were you telling me oil was going to $120? Crypto influencers? No, you weren't. No, you weren't, actually. No, you weren't. Actually, what you were telling me was gold's going to 6,000. That's funny. That's what they were telling me and you just 2 months ago. So, friends, what's actually happening now is if you reverse engineer what all the losers are doing, the losers are all trading. The losers, it's funny though, friends, we've never, so usually with crypto, everyone just starts trading in the bottoms. But this is a slicing of the throat like we've never seen. They're actually exiting crypto to trade. Ben Copen makes his essay saying, you let me down, crypto industry. You all let me down. I have to take everybody's subscriber money and leave the industry and go buy my stocks. I had to do it. It's gaslighting, by the way. No, you forced me. That's, you don't see that at the bottom of Crypto Bears. At the bottom of Crypto Bears, it's like, oh no, this whole industry is dead. But it might come back around. You're not seeing that now. You know what you're seeing now? You're seeing Ivan say, come trade cattle. Come trade silver. Come trade natural gas. Go trade the canola oil that I used to trade the spreads on Singapore Exchange. Go trade those. Go trade. You got no edge, bro. Do you know when the wheat inventory comes out? No, you don't. Do you even know it's day trading time? They're going to learn the hard way, friends. You can't just put a slap-on indicator or like some generic approach to TradFi stuff and think you're going to smash it. Because if that worked, you would never have discovered crypto in the first place. But, you know, everyone's going to have to go their own way. They're going to have to get wrecked the Rooney and then have to come back and then they're going to get FOMO again because us, the retardios, just stay turbo long and eventually things go up. This is Hex from Ethereum. Same old, round the Roonies, nothing's going up. You've seen a lot of these charts out here before, friends, as well. Are you in the mood for trash? I know I am. This is pDAI. Remember, friends, this is, remember, everything on a monthly chart. I mean, like this is a linear chart. Everything looks like trash. But if you put the Logaroonies, friends, you put the Logaroonies, you can see this. See, it did 7 red monthly candles in a row and it's starting to push. Okay. Now, something with pDAI, friends, this is just special. pDAI, it moves how you would think a Richard Hart coin should move. Because look at it. You wouldn't believe it. Look, friends, look what pDAI has done. In its monthly candle, it's had a 400% month up. And then look at this, another 150%. That's 2.5x in the month. Look at this reversal, by the way, from Gravestone Emoji Day, friends. It did a 250% monthly move. If you go from the candle from the bottom to the top, 370%. That's a 4.7x. Man, he just does big moves. By the way, this one is the whopper. This is a literally 1000% candle, 11x in 1 month. That was actual Trump euphoria. So you can see here it's about 55%. So, you know, hopefully StableCoin SuperCycle is real. I think it is real. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to cover here today. We have Richard Harch, ProveX testnet. Here comes the ProveX. I would love to use it on, of course, the most obvious thing in the world, Bridget Macaron. I would like to prove your gender, please, Bridget. Bridget, do you have a willy or not? The red pillars are about 205 points on the board. Blue pillars, you're down to 0. Okay? There's maybe, I'm trying to think, friends, for the red pill supercycle, we might lose 1 point. It's so insignificant, I can't even remember. I was thinking about it yesterday. Oh, I know what it was. It was the Mother Teresa thing. Mother Teresa's orphanage, 19 years after she passed away, someone in the orphanage was selling a couple of children for like $1,500 or something. That's 19 years after she passed away. But I think someone's making red pill stuff and they're saying she was sending all the children to the satanic cult stuff. But because it happened 19 years after, it's come under like one umbrella thing. It's kind of funny. That's how far we have to go. You know what I mean? And do you even want to give them a point on the blue pill side? Because you don't even care about that. You're like, who cares about that? They're all worshipping Saturn. I know. Worshipping Saturn, huh? ProveX. A testnet ProveX stat page has appeared, verifying distribution. And we have more ProveX stataroonies and token balances and everything. Oh, ProveX is coming. That's what she said. Well done. Mr. Bratiboo as well. You may have no expectation of the proof of others. Yes. Pull down her pants. No expectations of gender on that one, Bridget. Can you imagine Bridget actually is a dude? Guys, I think okay, we're at the point now, just so everyone's in tune. The more red pill discoveries we find, I'm actually more bullish on pDAI. Because it's red pill supercycle. It's the conspiracy of conspiracies. And just to let you know, friends, remember the world needs OIP stablecoin, okay? Let's actually write it down here. For people who China's their first language, OIP. The most important part is O, okay? O for oranges, O for ownerless, okay? So right now we have 233 million stablecoin holders in the world. 233 million. They all are connected to a stablecoin with an admin function. in one way or another. There is a product market fit, I believe. There is a product market fit for a couple of that percentage of 233 million to want to own a natively decentralized ping pong coin that might ping pong around the dollar and has no admin function. So you can't get disabled. That's what just my bet is. That's a lot of people, by the way. So if you have 233 million Aroonies of people, friends, 1% of that is 2.3 million. That's potentially literally 2.3 million pDAI buyers. Now you might say, oh no, but I have this coin over here. It has an owner. Does it have an owner? Yes, it does. Can the owner get sued? Yes. Does the owner have to do a US Fed bank opening session? Yes. Does the owner have to do an audit every 30 days with the US Fed? Yes. So it's not OIP, is it? No. It's not. Okay, let's move on. And by the way, no one cares about him as well. Just that's the most important part. When I actually research stablecoins, friends, every stablecoin actually just relies on faith. Which is the great paradox, because you're like, no, no, no. It's meant to be the thing that I use when I have no faith in anything else. Newsflash, everything requires faith. Everything only has value up to the point that people think it has value. If no one thinks your thing's going to be worth above $1 Dooney or at that, no one's going to hold it. Just like pDAI. If you actually thought USDC Circle, Jeremy Bailey with the bug eyes, was going to disable the collateral in the MakerDAO vault and disable 40% of the pDAI collateral, you don't care that it says it's meant to be $1 on chain. You'll trade it away for anything above 40 cents straight away, 40 or 60 cents. Right? So there's further proof as well. There's nothing that gives you a 100% guarantee. We also, friends, have LibertyX. So LibertyX, remember, LibertySwap, friends, is a very special PulseChain project. And I just got to remind everyone out here. So Richard Hart shouted them out, number 1. Number 2, they talk like Richard Hart sometimes. Number 3, the website has Richard Hart's font, design, and logo stuff. Okay, it's very Richard Hart-esque. Okay, it's very important. Don't know if it's him or not. Okay, we don't know. Okay, this is LibertySwap, the Swaparoonies tablet. The Swaparoonies, you can go from other chains in. Very important, friends. I got to tell you more. It's extremely high tech. Very fast. And now they're bringing LibertyX. Okay, LibertyX. So you have LibertySwap out here. Launching privacy-focused, intent-based DEX aggregator. Okay, very important. And it's actually, they said they're basically testing it now. Is it out now? I saw a post earlier today. So you can also do gasless transactions, which is big. You don't even need to have any gas. It'll take the gas here from you. You know, so they're talking about supporting different routes as well. We're excited to announce LibertySwap now supports even Polygon. Right? Matic! And then we're monitoring transactions on LibertyX. That's good. LibertyX, our gas abstraction, 0% fees, MEV protection, which is you can't do the whole sandwiching and everything out here. Just checking up on the Chatteroonies fans. It was very racist what happened before. We've got Mr. Slugcoin tagging Mr. Abyss with the 4 hearts of friendship and justice. Mr. Big Banana's in here. Bet he's popular on Wednesday nights. TamTam is in here. TamTam, can you release another video of you dancing in the kitchen? I want to mark it on my chart, please. Because I need, if we just, yeah, I'm trying to, I would love to just write right here. TamTam dances on camera. Okay, on webcam. I want to add stuff like this. You'll be amazed, friends, that there's the unique things we do and that marking tops and bottoms. So you already know this, right? Like I've been telling you about buying depression, selling euphoria. I still have this like, this ultimate euphoria signal where somebody fornicates with their partner on a webcam in euphoria. I don't know why. I thought of that in 2022. Now, the sad part is that actually did happen on Pump Fun. I don't know if they exactly did that, but it wasn't fornication. Do you remember that guy with no teeth? I think he brought a lady of the night. He gave her money. She shaved his head. I think he was meant to fornicate with her, but he started taking illicit substances instead, which is, you know, you're not surprised. Especially because of the bear market to come. Hope he had a good time there. Here we have Ivo, low key. You're going 40% down, another one. That reminds me as well, friends. $10 doonies every week. We are DCA buying on the weekly bite. Also, friends, I need you to tell me, do you like the weekly bite better or the weekly nibble? Okay, I was arguing with Grok a bit. I said, look, man, I really like weekly nibble. But they said, no, make it the weekly bite because it's got the word bit in it, B-I-T. I'm like, man, that sounds logically smart, but I'm going to be nibbling my camera. Maybe I'll just say both, okay? We also have the game. Oh, we also have Mr. Adam P. Sommi, to what do we owe this pleasure? Love you. No, we love you, sir. Vivek Ramaswamy, is he going to run now? Man, do you remember the rumor that GCR was actually Vivek? There's some sort of insiders. Also, just to let you know, friends, yeah, the Twitter GCR, his location was actually Israel, Tel Aviv. I didn't believe it, so I went and checked myself. I was like, oh my gosh. No way. No way. It just, what an insider. Makes you think about anything, you know? GCR, friends, he found out a way to scan Binance, and before they would list the token, like a week or a month earlier, they would update something on a random page in their code, in their database, and it would, it's like, you know, 500 lines of code, and somewhere the ticker of the token they're going to launch later on would appear. And he used that to like do some insider trading. You know, it's very, very interesting. See, but he doesn't tell anybody. That's real edge. That's actual real edge. You know what I mean? There's no indicator for that. You might say, but where's the other indicator edges? Exactly, man. They're not telling you and me. Then it's over. We are the edge. Okay. By the way, you watching this channel right now, friends, you are the edge. And what we need to do is let's play some Cranky G music a bit. If you're gonna save the day, we're gonna crank it. LibertyX swap. Look at you. It's kind of funny, friends. We're actually here for the tech now. You know, well, there's been no money for 5 years. That's funny. The future of HEX and PulseChain. Cultivate Crypto delivers a strong discussion about where PulseChain is headed. They also had a panel, friends, as well. Mr. Cultivates as well. Ah, this was the I think this was the Fast Abdul thing. I was gonna come on, friends, but my brain was absolutely fried. And that's, you know, it takes a lot for me to get fried. Here we have Mr. Money Gang Crypto. Oh, looks like you're on a nice diet, so you're on keto or something. I love you, friends. Man, I love going through your comments, by the way. Friends, you know, I love the community. You go into the comments and everyone's like fighting. Which is, you might say, but no, we're all meant to be friends. Shh, you don't know anything, dude. You don't want, dude, friends is when, like, you know, everyone's high on dopamine candles. That's easy. That's easy, all right? You want people showing energy because they care. Yeah. When's the last time, by the way, you grabbed your spoon and you battled someone for Polkadot? Exactly. What about Stellar? The vegetarian version of XRP. Do you care about that? No. You see? What about Litecoin? Are you killing anybody for that? You don't care about that. You don't care about that. You know what's funny, friends? It's funny. You know, about 20% of FUD posts, they just say, Sommi, just admit it, we got scammed. Just admit it, we got scammed. Just, I am buying $10 doonies every week, okay? I don't give a crap what you think. I was here in Zombie Virus when everything went to the floor, and I know the best thing to buy when the world was literally about to die of a flesh-eating virus, the best thing to buy was Dogecoin. It did a whopping 450x from that point. So don't tell me like you have any rational idea of we got scammed or this or that. You got no idea, dude. You just got no idea. I can tell you right now, no one's making streams for other poopy coins. So Mr. Cultivate Crypto and everyone out here, friends, with the panel, I was going to go on, but yeah, my brain's fried because I'm expanding to so many things because it's not so easy, friends. Like to learn the way of the brain rot, you got to remember, like, they can only literally pay attention for 10 seconds. You know? It was funny as well. I think there's no more bulls left. Because I tuned into it. I just saw everybody fighting the chain. Not really fighting. I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, can't really say, is it FUD? But you got to remember, man, like, that's what I'm telling you. You are telling me after 5.1 years, oh no, crypto has a problem. Habib, you're telling me after 5.1 years, oh no, something might be wrong. You're telling me after 5.1 years, let's go to PulseChain Aroonies. Oh no, we need stuff to change. It's bad right now. We know that, bro. We know that. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me where the price is going to be in 2 years for Ethereum. Do you know that? You don't? Okay. Is it going to be higher? You probably think it's going to be higher. Good. Okay, get long. KR4 dropped a detailed thread exploring the Clarity Act and potential positive impact on PulseChain. This is true bear market trash vibes, friends, where you just go down and we've been manipulated and scammed. You know, Howard Lutnik, whatever it is, all the insider stuff, okay? Now, Howard Lutnik's actually long, aka Mr. Lick My Nuts, aka the guy who profited when the toy aeroplane jelly went to the Jenga towers and then the third tower fell down. Well, guess what? Yeah, Howard Lutnik, well, he bought puts on American Airlines, okay? So he profited on that, okay? He's now long Bitmine. So he's long Ethereum with Charmly, crowd favorite. So the guy who knew that in the year 2000 plus one, remember, this is like high alert YouTube, friends. In the year 2000 plus one, the Jenga towers, the guy who actually profited by buying puts on American Airlines, who is now Donald Trump's right-hand man, Howard Lutnik. Okay, that guy who lived next door to Jeffrey Epstein, he is now long Ethereum. And he's also long MrBeast. Do you want to know some alpha, friends? Get a sniff of this one. MrBeast is bringing finance to the normies. MrBeast has got 1 billion subscribers. He's an Ethereum maxi and he likes stablecoins. Doesn't that seem like the biggest insider deep state plan? Get all the young kids to think finance is cool. By the way, that's what probably Elon's going to do as well. That's actually big news too, friends. Elon Musk with X money, okay? The full story of Richard Hart. Panos publishes an in-depth article covering the full story of Richard Hart. It's cool, you know. Right now, we all know there is no full story, okay? We've got perky nipples. We've got peg nipples. We're going to stock up on BandAids, but the story's not complete because the price chart's down 99%. Hopefully, it's not the end, okay? It is interesting, though. You got to think about it as well, friends. Richard hasn't streamed in how long? It's literally been like 4.5 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's been so many things. I don't know whether it's intentional, but, you know, pretty much we're going to have to carry a lot of stuff going forward. But also, it's funny, friends. I just got to look, friends. I never like the attitude of, oh, don't worry, other things are bad too. I hate that. I never, ever, ever want to accept that. But just here's the truth, man. Okay, what makes you think we have any chance when Ethereum is back to March 2016 levels? 10 years of no gains. What makes you think we have a chance, by the way? I just want to ask you, like, why are you stressing? Literally, they invented Uniswap. They got the Chainlink oracles. Aave's on there. Privacy, ZK Tech, Tornado Cash got deployed there. Every single freaking thing made in crypto that's actually interesting, good tech, software, pushing forward the world, came on Ethereum. 0 gains in 10 years. So that's why I interpret that as they're manipulating us. That's how I cope every day. You know, otherwise, if you don't think they're manipulating us and suppressing us, you actually think we're like way overvalued. And you just think, oh, well, we're wrong. Which is, look, totally fine. But when you have the stock market at 150 trillion, when you have metals at 40 trillion, when you have bonds at 200 trillion, when you have real estate at 300 trillion, and crypto's at 2, it's a joke, dude. We're getting scammed somewhere. I'm telling you, they're manipulating us. Oh, and by the way, the US Treasurer, Scott Bessent, literally says, yeah, we're going to put $2 trillion just of stablecoins into crypto. It's literally, Benz, it's just, you know, it's going to take some time, but we know we're on the right path. The most extreme DeFi weapon. The reasons why more PulseChain users are discovering and adopting true DeFi, not fake DeFi, not false DeFi, true DeFi. So I wish you guys well. I don't know how to check code. Good luck, everyone. Just be careful. That's why I have to say that every single time, okay? I don't check the code. I don't know. You know, like the way I see it, friend, this is the funny part. With Pump Fund, they're just rugging you in like 15 minutes. So like anybody out here who's committing to any project, even if it ultimately fails and you're trying for like longer than a month, like you're already beating 99.9% of the Pump Fund coins. So good luck, friends. Good luck. We've got the HEX T-share report. TamTam posted the latest HEX Fire T-share report. All right. Now, obviously, friends, HEX yield is low because the US Fed yield is high. Okay, and it's basically just crushed all altcoins. Do you want to know what's funny, friends? Everything high beta in the world, Zoom, all these stocks out from 2021, everything's still crushed. Everything is the altcoin chart. Shamath Palapoopi's SPACs, social finance, everything's the altcoin chart. Literally everything's down 80 to 90% since 2021. Here's TamTam. We do love TamTam. We hope she releases another dancing video. Oh, it's going to be great. We're trying to mark bottoms, you know what I mean? We've got Hexagon's FN Hangout with Mr. RG3, our very own pirate. Everyone out here keeping the spirit alive. We have a broadcasting out here, Mr. RG3. Another day in paradise. Interesting choice of word to call it paradise here. Well done, sirs. So we do have, friends, all the streams, everyone out here. It's really cool cut. We've got a hat. We've got a curtain in the background. We have a non-tame, an untamed SJ out here in Richard Hart's studio. Hopefully the spinning watchers get to do some stuff. We've got Gam with a sideways view. Thank you very much out here, Gam. Oh, wow.
Up that.
I've got that hat. That's really cool. Keeping the ears warm and fluffy. So this is energy. This is passion. This is real. This is the actual asset, which I know everyone get ready to laugh, but it actually is. It actually is, friends. Friends, you know the software index correlation, which is very important. Okay, I'll show you. You know, software index, yeah? It's important to look at this. Do you know how crypto correlates with a software index? And by the way, these three lines, that's blood moons, okay? Third blood moon is usually a good one, historically. See how we just correlate with the software index? The world sees us, all the software. And it's right. It's right. Because we're on another island, and all of us are decentralized software island. Yeah, we're like Red Pill Island. And they're over there in like banking software. Like when you log into a bank, you're using their software. And they have an admin key. We're in the land where there's no admin keys. Well, there's a lot of parts where there's no admin keys. Bitcoin, no admin key. Ethereum itself, no admin key. You see? So that's why we correlate with it. Now, but that's why we know we're gaining more people over time. The world's becoming more red-pilled. Okay, that's how you know your fundamentals are going up over time. It can trick you, you know, oh, Iran war. Oh no, Jim Cramer might be momentarily bullish. What can I do from here? You know, he's not, by the way, that was just FUD. That's FUD, okay? But you get to see that's the differential. That's the fundamentals here, okay? And as you've got to see from XRP chart, you don't even need to be fully decentralized. You don't. We now have validator staking. Oh no, we've got more stuff out here. We've got passionate, call to action, humble farmers. Shares an epic video by brother KG about PulseChain influencers for the best onboarding tool for PulseChain PulseChain. Here we have the nice round table.
Charlie, you mind if I jump in here real quick?
That's really cool, man.
It's completely unified by the Solana community.
The wallet is completely unified by Solana. Yeah, that's actually true. So the story of Solana, friends, isn't just a bunch of twinks drinking soy latte. It's not just a bunch of twinks drinking soy latte. There are big components on Solana, all thanks to the Phantom wallet. It was all because of the wallet. Super smooth, super streamlined. It was fast. Everyone could just come in, start punting. That was pretty much it. So wallets are the key, which makes sense, right? Because you and I, you can see if the earlier you are to crypto, you got to have a big vision. So you don't even care if there's a wallet or not. You know, like, you know, Bitcoin at the start, friends, when Richard Hart was getting in, you have to double click an exe file. Now you wouldn't even think, no way you think about that. You're like, dude, that could be some sort of virus coming in, right? But back then you have to double click an exe file and you just receive coins. Yeah, you start mining. So that was it back in the day. There was no wallet. Now, remember, the people who are coming in now, there's no visionaries anymore, right? You and I are like, you know, midterm visionary people. We could see the future. And everyone's like, how'd that turn out? You know, wrong vision, but it's true. That's how everyone sees it. Now, the people coming in, there's no vision now. You know, now it's ram, bam, thank you, ma'am. Quick money, quick money. They want a nice, smooth, fast wallet. That's what it comes down to. And so we need to like raise the UI coming in. But also, it might make you think, you know, if there's going to be AI agents, do they even really need that much UI? We'll see. Validator staking surprise. Mr. David Fedor has launched a clean new PulseChain validator staking launchpad. Remember, friends, you can stake your PulseChain PulseChain PLS, and you can earn the yield from it. But you know, just friendly reminder, like, you know, Yield is fugazi. We all know that, friends. Like nothing in crypto with yield, not even Ethereum, which is real yield, held the bid. Why I got to mention this to you, friends, is very important. So you don't see this, but I'll show you this. Many Ethereum maxis who were calling Richard Hart a scammer back in 2022, they would then say, see, Ethereum is real yield. We don't just have Ponzi yield handout. We're great. Ethereum's a store of value. Okay? It's ultrasound money. Well, then they got the third cycle curse. Because who the hell cares about your 3.5% yield per year when you then went and dropped another 74% against Bitcoin and you got an Ethereum spot ETF? So let's do that math. Geniuses, you got plus 3.5, but you lost 75. Well done. Well done, Mr. Real Yield. Congratulations, Habibi Albi. What a fantastic job at losing, okay? Fantastic job, friends. And we're going to play some Habibi Albi music. Yields fugazi, dude. It's just fugazi, okay? Bitcoin offers no yield. It held the bid. You just need believers, okay? You can't trick people into holding stuff. They actually got to believe. Credit and debit on-ramp. Official ramp now, not ramp later, is offering full PulseChain on-ramp ing with Visa and MasterCard. Remember StableCoin SuperCycle? Here we have ramp now. US users, we've got you covered. Wow. We're not just building a product, we're building for the community. Thank you. StableCoin SuperCycle is big, friends. But why is it big? Like I say, remember, friends, as always, I always cover this for you. You've got C and I, okay? You and I are part of the I. Investment. Consumption, investment. Two ways to spend your money. Investment, you're like, I don't need my dopamine now. Yep, I've got lollipops, I've got candy, I've got Spoonie, I've got grapes in the fridge. They're unwashed. We'll have to spend some time washing them. Be about 6 seconds. Then we'll get the dopamine hit. Consume the grapes. Also, because I'm really lazy, sometimes just eat them dirty. I don't care. If I die, I die. Who gives a crap? Right? Who gives a crap? But that's delaying dopamine. Consuming, right? Consuming, friends, you get it now. Everyone in the world who wants to invest in crypto, they're pretty much already in. You're already in. You're happy to delay your gratification, delay your dopamine. Now we've got to get all the normies, the brain rotters. The people who are only in here for a 2x. The people who are only in crypto, if you give them a deal, they can't refuse. Which is literally, hey, there's a coin, it's stable, doesn't go below $1. They're like, oh, so I can't lose? Cool, that's right. So you get your debit card, maybe get your cashback rewards, higher yield, etc., etc. Okay, that's why it's very important. We'll see what ends up happening there, friends. We need some DeFi stuff coming. The chain the SEC couldn't kill. Jana, the CryptoQueen. Not crypto princess, she's actually a queen now. Published a powerful thread. PulseChain, the chain the SEC couldn't kill. Jana, did someone pay you? I'm just curious because every few months we just get a new lovely PulseChain female lady that comes out and says, I think this chain's cool. And like we're all we're all in disbelief. We're like, no. I think you've got us confused with somebody else. But it's friends, go look at the other chains. They're boring, man. They're boring. They are actually boring. It's cool to see this. The chain the SEC couldn't kill. Look at this, man. Finland government, you can go suck a fat one, okay? All of you governments, you can go suck a fat one. I want my bags pumped. It's a Red Pill SuperCycle. So Jana and a lot of other PulseChain female ladies covering the chain. It's like we're in disbelief. Like, you know, we're missing half our teeth, right? We look like a trailer park. But actually, it's fun, friends. It's fun. We've been to the other places. They don't hit as well, you know. You know, friends, even the Bitcoin, the only thing comparable to PulseChain ladies is the Bitcoin ladies. Okay? They're all like, you know, like Anglo-Saxon, white, Caucasian, blonde girls. But here's the thing. They disappear when the price goes down. Yeah, because they're using like a professional, I'm a lady, I wear turtlenecks on TV type of presentation stuff. And they're always comparing to like macro nerd stuff, like the money supply, right? Like, remember, I always show you, friends, the global liquidity fractal, which I'll show you right now. Then Natalie Brunel. Thanks, Nat. Thanks for cursing us, by the way. That was one hell of a curse. You know what I mean? We're like, wow, remember, friends, literally right here, Nat Brunel literally went on Fox News and said, see, it's the easiest correlation of all time. Bitcoin goes up with global liquidity. And I just literally, friends, as soon as I remember waking up, and I was the first thing on my timeline, and I go, you know we're ruined now, right? Literally from this moment. Could you pick a better time to pick in terms of starting to scam the alligator jaws to open up? That's what the Bitcoin ladies do. Then when it goes down, they got nothing else to cover. You want to know why, friends? Because they're all turtleneck wearing ladies. Okay, you know, they're like a very like straight set, right? You know, quiet out in public. You don't want to see her in the bedroom, right? Show you things you've never seen before. These types of ladies, they've got nothing to defend when it goes down because their whole premise is that Bitcoin's beating the S&P 500. Now, here's a problem. If you are... See, it's funny. Bitcoin people, they're now running into the problem Hexicans had when it was going up a lot. See, friends, now BTC is only growing at 9.6% for 5 years. Okay? The Smelly Poop 500 is 10%. The NASDAQ is 16%. Okay? So, friend, you know this is a failure, dude. This is a complete failure. You're telling me Red Pill Island, where there's no admin keys, where if there's a bug, we all go to zero. The government could ban us in 2 seconds if they want. It's not backed by anything. It's just an experimental thing. You're telling me you're underperforming the risk-free stock market up-only Ponzi index backed by the US government and UFO tech? Did I hear that right? You're underperforming. Total failure, man. Total failure. I don't know what happens, but you know, that's why if you're just basing your belief on that, you got nothing else left down. What are they going to do if Ethereum goes up? They're going to say, oh no, but this thing's more decentralized. They know that's Fugazi. Check this out, friends. ProveX testnet hype. RH Maxi hosted a stream titled ProveX token now live with the testnet. It's really cool. Remember, there's always rumors in pDAI community of a layer 2 chain where you launch something over there, it's not connected, and it's only ratio moving, so you don't actually get a price. So we can make the taxable event a $0 receiving thing. It starts from zero and it launches. Here you have RH Maxi still coming out here. ProveX, friends, remember, it allows you to connect from fiat into crypto, okay? And then all the exchanges are crypto. So that's why it's really cool. Mega Finale space. Blockcast wrap their community series finale with a huge space featuring PulseChain, Binance, Ethereum, Solana, bringing in thousands of listeners. Well done. Well done. The journey. What a journey it was, huh? Feels like it's just getting started. 2 red yearly candles in a row. Never seen that in crypto before. We're still here. Validators are growing strong. We're angelic shouting out PulseChain, now running 53,000 community validators. Rock solid! That's awesome. And you have some bubbles and some pictures. Mr. Hex Lotus as well. Thank you. Richard Skiller. Proud to provide you all secure, reliable network. It's kind of funny, friends. Look, just to tell everyone here, whenever anything happens in PulseChain, 99% of anybody outside of PulseChain says it's all Richard. If it's going down, that's Richard Hart. If it's going, this blew up, it's Richard. So you have to play into that. Okay, when we go up, we're saying Richard's pumping it. He's pumping it. Now, it's more funny and it is a good meme. Because if you think about the average person, what do they want to hear? They want to hear one guy's just pressing a button and he's making it go up. Okay? This is our unified voice. Because remember, man, everyone's getting diluted by like thousands of coins, thousands of just trash things out there. Remember, friends, as well, Elon is actively, they're trying to dilute the crypto voice, and they are. They've moved us to our own little section because we're like hyper red pilled. So, and you only get limited posts per day. So instead of teaching everybody about the great things of decentralization and, you know, decentralized native stablecoin potential and real DeFi, instead of that, you know, Elon would rather show you, you know, some girl showing her boobies, a random basketball guy hitting a 3-pointer, you know, just random, just BrainRot junk, you know. So it's very unfortunate. So we have to penetrate in a family-friendly way, penetrate through the noise. PulseChain, ask me anything. Mr. Crypto Coffee, he's hot. Hot coffee. Held a pact. Ask me anything to discuss PulseChain pumping. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I hope you guys did ask him anything. I wonder how many times people ask when moon. Oh, this is the cursed picture. Mr. Crypto Space, look at you. Fuck. Oh man, this is giving me some hard memories. So if you're new, especially a lot of pDAI people, but you don't know this picture. So we're laughing now. This picture was a circulated thing as we were participating in the PulseChain sacrifice. So what everybody did was they literally just went to all the other chains that had ICOs and chains, and they just they looked at the X's of returns they did. You probably can guess where this story is going already. Ethereum did 2,300. Solana 600. A Cardano 1,400. All of these coins. So this was the average expectation for PulseChain holders. They get ready. So they expected 3,900x return. I'm not making it up. In 3.8 years from the sacrifice. Yeah. So, yeah. That's just what happened. And look, I know friends, we're having fun and it's fun time, but I'll show you why. Okay, I'll show you why. Because there was no your friend Sommi back then. I was spectating only with you. Okay, I was spectating. Pants on sometimes, showered sometimes, spectating with you. Now, why did anyone even have such a big number? It's because Dogecoin. Okay, friends, Dogecoin, we all knew. Dogecoin literally did nothing. People only bought it on centralized exchanges. No tech, no privacy, nothing. Literally nothing. Just a picture of a dog. Okay? And the founder sold. Billy Marcus. He sold in 2014 at the bottom. So, founder's gone. No one upgrades it. No one does anything on it. Doesn't do anything. Okay? Dogecoin, because of Elon just liking dogs, it hit 90 billion market cap. Okay? 90 billion. So, logically, what people thought is they go, well, if Dogecoin that does nothing hits 90 billion, therefore, our chain with DEXs, swaps, yield farming, a green colored logo coin, community, streaming, hex staking, game theory, stack. Everyone naturally assumed, well, if Dogecoin's 90 billion, why can't we hit 1 trillion? We're like 10 times better than that. They have nothing, right? And then as you got to see, PulseChain instead is, it's kind of funny. Let's actually see where PulseChain is instead of like your 90 billion expectation. That's just Doge as well. I think what's our chain down to? Is it like 1 billion or something? Oh my gosh. We're like 99% lower than that. So yeah, that's actually not just PulseChain, it's every community. Okay, and then you actually get to realize, wait a minute. That's why, friends, you only know this now. You go, wait, we're all software. Exactly. Wait, the software doesn't actually matter. It's your network effect. Exactly. Okay. Community is the asset? Exactly. You see? So that's pretty much what it comes down to. And then, by the way, Ethereum couldn't even grow. So you only know these now in hindsight. So just so you know, how did we get from there to here? Because everyone, you have to know that story. Otherwise, you just think, oh, everything's a failure and everyone's stupid. No. There were logical, rational arguments for why. See, if PulseChain sacrifice, friends, it was 1.6 billion market cap. That's why we all thought it was cheap. You're like, wait, Doge is 90 billion. 90. You're telling me 1.6 isn't cheap? Yeah. That's why even Eric Walls bet that PulseChain wouldn't hit 10x sack price, which is 16 billion. He was basically saying, doesn't matter. You're all stupid. You shouldn't even be above $1 billion. And you got it right. You got it right. Twin boys have arrived, friends. So Mr. Freedom has welcomed healthy twin boys. Well done, sir. I know you've been doing a lot of praying as well. We're going to light the candle as well. We had twin boys. There's a lot of twin themes. I think Mr. Hex Turbo as well. We also have the twin coins, friends. EHEX, PHEX. It's a lot of twin themes, right? Oh, it's actually quite wonderful to see this as well. So, the twin, friends, the twin themes, man, imagine there's a Red Pill SuperCycle, right? Twins. I'm sure something's going to come out, right? You never know. Jim Carrey, All these, I'm just thinking about these things, but it'd be fun to play around. I'm now the dad to 2 healthy twin boys. It all worked out. My wife's recovering. God is good. Thank you for praying. We did pray. And you're going to get a like of Rooney's. 3,200 likes. That's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah, man. See, fans, the normie content goes viral. Do you know, I'm not making this up, you know, Vens, you can even talk to Grok. Do you know, crypto-related posts, you get a 75% penalty in viewer engagement. Yeah, I'm not joking. Anything with a chart, crypto, or related to an account, crypto, you get 75% penalty. That's why there'll literally be a girl, she'll just like bend over, and you can literally see what she had for dinner last night in her canal, and she'll write, just got new shoes. Boom, 15,000 views straight away, 15,000 likes. You know, just random ordinary girl. You'll see that all over Twitter. Or people will be like, oh my gosh, the Lakers. That's just the whole tweet. Just like, oh, LA Lakers, just like way more views. But with crypto, we're like, we figured out the red pill solution. The people are rioting. Here's the red pill solution to get away from the government spending. And here's a 100-year conspiracy answer. No one hears it. No one hears it. That's the tough part. That's why I considered making just a red pill channel. Just a red pill channel. But, you know, it's easier said than done. I'm not going to. I'll just stay on my Twitter Roonies. You just got to believe in green candles. We got some honorable mentions as well. The community coming out. Larry and Taurus going live on One Pulse Show. Well done, friends. DGCZ sending love to the PulseChain community. Thank you. We send you love back. We have Mr. Igloo Bamboo sharing the latest development on the Ashes of Infinity project. That's good, man. It's kind of funny, friends. You know, all these altcoins, you know, 5 years ago, they were just considered like potential scams. But now, because Pump Fun just make a complete mockery of finance and gambling, because they're like, oh, we're not even going to bother pretending to build anything. Here's a picture. Here's a Telegram channel. You're going to be rugged in 15 minutes. So well done to everyone still putting in effort as well. We also have Crypto Chocolate, aka Mr. Sparbuck, Crypto Sparbuck. Monster Hex Steak coming out soon. I wonder if it's out now. It'd be better if they sell. I've got $10 doonies. I'll scoop it right up with Spoonie. What's he going to do? 33 billion hex. Yeah. It's just wild, man. Not even Ethereum could go up with yield, huh? Very tough. Here we have all the fam out here. Crypto Coffee in the Richard Hart top hat. Out here. I wonder what I already have here. Tier of Hex haters. Oh, it's great. You know. Michael Saylor is buying the inferior Hex. Michael Saylor is buying the Hex downgrade. Michael Saylor is buying the downgrade of Hex. You know how much it tilts people as well, friends. It tilts them when they have to go out, get the chart and show them minus 99%. But there's only one thing that's actually going to tilt them more when it just starts doing the vertical move up because the liquidity is so thin. We've also got Hog on Fire, Pulse of the Fallen, leveling up. Well done. We've got Emit as well. We've got a lot of stuff. Can't cover everything. Igniting New Legends. Awesome. Wow, they actually brought Jana. Jana's in the comic too.
Burn away the darkness.
Wow. She looks like, if you remember Lena Inverse from Dota 2. I used to play her a bit. You have to get the Yule thing, the tornado up, and then, yeah, do the combo. They were good memories, friends. They were so good memories 5 years later. That's awesome. Pulse of the Fallen. So the community's still here, still active. Community is the asset. We're all still going to crank. Now, you probably want to know, where are we going next? You know, look. I'd love to lie to you and just say we're going up. I would love to. And we're not meant to base future predictions off past patterns, past results, past anything. But we just have to admit, you know, we go down 99% of the time. But it's 7 red monthly candles, man. You know, if this isn't time to get in, just walk away from markets totally. I've been buying $10 Edoonies every week. Remember? Splitting it up. $3 Bitcoin, $3 ETH. $1 Edoonie here and there. Got some Pulse. Got a $1 Edoonie of pDAI. Also got some Doge. Okay, so we did have 7 red monthly candles. Everything's really, really, really low. And remember, friends, just overall, there's always soy boys who learn nothing. You know what tilts me, friends? Like, you spend so much time. Do you ever absorb anything? It's disgusting. But whatever is going to be good for any altcoin will be showing up as ETH BTC rising. Okay. If it's good for altcoins, ETH BTC is going up. That's it. All right. But you also have, friends, as well. If there's one day Ethereum's up 2%, PulseChain's down 2%. Oh, the correlation's broken. Oh! Yeah, man. You need it to happen on a macro time frame. We've also got the baby dolls in chat. Snelks. HEX is PHEX. Now you have Copy. Well done, sir. RS Hex. I am Richard Schiller only. I have no alt accounts. Barely time for one. Are you, sir? But you've got a Richard Hart avatar, I think, as well. That's awesome. We have Sommi Salami. Matt, TikTok is great move for you. You will kill it on TikTok. The great Sommi. So I'll just be honest. When I brain rot, I scroll TikTok. It's very hard. It literally is like 16-year-old girls just dancing, jiggling their boobies. And then the next picture is like, it's like an AI rendered pig that's like singing Chinese music. And it's literally just, I don't understand what everyone's doing there all day. We've got other baby dolls as well. Denise. Sommi is the only good thing about PulseChain. No, sir, you are. Dead and Sid, you are. We all are. We all are. Okay. You got to remember as well, I just hate how many signals we're giving everyone out there watching. Like, did you watch the crypto channel, the panel? There's like 9 people. Hey, make a bullish case for PulseChain. All 9 were bearish. That's awesome. And we also have Baby Doll saying, someone has to buy the top. It's true. Maybe MrBeast. MrBeast is going to be onboarding a lot of normies into the world out there as well. There's these things I'm checking out here. Mr. E Boogie, say a prayer for me. My doggy is preggers. It wasn't me. It was my other dog. Well, we are saying a prayer for you as well. We also have Mr. Abyss saying, we are going straight up. Mr. Logie just popping in. Sommi's live. A live as well. Crypto Master Game with a super chat. Love your videos. I watch them every night. You always bring the energy. I do. That's why, you know, I was asking with Grok. I was like, Grok, just sit down, bro. I'm making 6 videos a day. Why should I bother with a live stream? I'm going to kill myself. It actually said, no, do the live stream. Do it. Yeah. We also got M. Brennett and now a Spoonie Wilder. Yeah. Do you want to know? I get so much enjoyment just making custom thumbnails for the Spoonie stuff. I never know. The 2 seconds. I know people aren't going to spend too much time looking at it, but they're cute. We've got Haposai Crypto. Thank you so much. $10 doonies. We'll be bidding. We've got Habibi from Mr. Abyss as well. Mr. Branimation. Add this Nibble to the weekly bite. I like it. We have Fun Nuggets. Have a glass of orange juice on me until we can all send you 1 ETH. Yes, friend, that's been a long going thing. Everyone's going to tip me 1 Ethereum at the end. Just, who would have thought in 2026 ETH is closer to $2 than $10,000? And we have an Ethereum spot ETF. Raul saying, insane amount of manipulation. Big players enter and change the game. They are watching our charts. They know our game. Natalie Brunel goes on Fox News. Friends, you saw it. Like, this is, friends, look, I'm in markets a lot. I know there's players and footprints and stuff. We can't just say, okay, Natalie Brunel goes on Fox News and says, hey, this is the easiest chart in the world. Bitcoin's correlating with global liquidity. And it literally marks the exact time it stops. They are watching, friends. They are watching. They are suppressing. Okay, just to let you know, just for new people at home, why are they suppressing? Well, they want CBDCs. But we hate the word CBDC because we used memes to our advantage to message each other in 2021. CBDCs are a bad word. That's how we also got Jeffrey Epstein files, right? When you make something a meme and a word, it permeates through society. We can actually get things done due to the power of memes. So CBDCs are really bad. So they go, oh, you like crypto? Crypto's programmable? Okay, cool. We'll just do CBDCs on that. We just won't call it CBDCs. They don't care about the name. They just want an admin function coin. That's it. Admin function. That's all they want. And they've chosen crypto. But we knew this 3-4 years ago. That's why we thought we'd be closer to 10 trillion. But instead we're closer to 2 trillion. Ben has said MrBeast also owns a bunch of CryptoPunks. Oh, wow. That means he's speaking to Raoul Pal. Because Raoul Pal, he talks about CryptoPunks. They're priced in ETH. They're slingshot leverage on ETH. So if ETH goes up, they'll go up more. Wow, thank you for telling me that. That means he really is going to be ushering in the normies, the kids, into crypto for us, maybe. He might be the next wave's Elon Musk thing. Unprotected Hex. That's a good name, sir. That's a very good name. Enjoy a coffee on me, friend. Thank you for everything you do. I'm personally all in on pDAI. Don't worry, I got some cause. Yeah. Look, pDAI went up so much against Pulse. It's just everyone's... the weight of everyone. No one wants to rotate out. Ben Levitt, you're in denial as well. That's awesome. We also have Ivo Key. Sommi is memeing you, Peanut Brain. Well done. I appreciate every single one of you friends. A lot of spoony messages. Liking Aroonies. We've got TamTam. I think, friends, I think we need TamTam to do another dancing in the kitchen video. We just, yeah. We're doing everything we can. We're doing everything we can. Right? Mr. Mars Solo. Respect to my friend Sommi. Sometimes it feels like he's holding the fort on his own. Yeah. Friends, that's why from the bottom of my heart, okay? Look, let's be honest. Has anybody been more wrong about the world asset movements than crypto people in the past 5 years? No. No one's been more wrong. Pokemon cards went up. Used PS2 games went up. NASDAQ went up. Literally everything in the world went up. Okay. So the worst market pickers in the world have all decided, okay, now I'm going to be long gold up here. Right here. They've sold crypto, now they're long gold. And they're long silver. Okay? They're long gold and they're long AI stocks. And they're probably long oil as well. By the way, just to show you friends, crypto banter. Before oil dropped, it's kind of friends. Literally, you know what? I've actually got to show you. You won't even believe it. Because I love watching stuff right after the moves happened. So I watched the videos just before it. So here's Randy Boo. Watch.
There'll still be a lot of tensions in this war. So what's the strategy? So right now, my strategy is I'm long oil.
Friends, I had to rewatch that 3 times. Just to show you. Let me show you when the video came. Oh my god. Friends, it came out here. You gotta love him, man. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, you just, friends, you're long oil up here, and it literally has one of the biggest one-day sell-offs in history. It's just, you know, these are the people who are out of altcoins right now. We just got to reverse engineer it, okay? So obviously, friends, where to from here? 700 monthly candles, PulseChain, bringing you the heat every week. Don't forget he loves you, friends. We are going to make it. I'm still weekly buying, okay? It was cheap a year or 2 ago. It's cheap at SAC price. It's even cheap further as well. I still think as well, there's no real friendship until Ethereum's above 5,000. It's got to clear this big zone. Or you could look at it the other way. It's free dollary doony buys for us, you know? So we are still going to make it. You and me and Spoonie every day. There's a lot of fudders and everyone out here, but don't forget, friends, just all it takes is one thick monthly candle and they start writing the Richard Hart apology letters all over again, okay? And just as fast as they were to call everything a scam and write an essay, when this starts going up, they'll be doing it all over again. And you know what's funny? They will not hesitate to be buying PulseChain at like 0.3x SAC price, saying, ha ha ha, I'm going to be selling at SAC price on top of everybody. But just let them do that. Just drop your ego. Don't worry, because the great paradox of crypto and markets is they say they're going to sell at SAC price, but more people will be actually buying there, not selling. This is your friend Sommi. Highest value content in crypto. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.